I was first introduced to Batman with the Dark Knight trilogy, and my first Lego Batman game was Lego Batman 2, which came out in 2012, along with the new DC Superheroes theme. Lego Batman 2 was groundbreaking for Lego games and served as the perfect way for me to become a Batman fan, just as Lego Harry Potter and the complete saga had done for their franchises. In Lego Batman 2, they added open world and voice acting,
along with the title Goon of the Year.
All of this made Batman one of my favorite superheroes, and I still have some of my minifigs from back then. But once I'd finished Lego Batman 2, it left me wanting more. I wished that there was some bonus levels or DLC missions that I could do or something. But it turns out my brother had Lego Batman the Videogame just sitting there on a shelf. So I asked him if I could play it. Lego Batman the Videogame released in 2008, and I consider it to be part of a trio of Lego games with the complete saga and the first Indiana Jones game, because they all just have this same old Lego game charm to them. This game actually proved to be so successful that it became one of the most sold superhero video games ever. I don't really know what I was expecting from this game. Maybe I thought it'd be like Lego Batman 2, but just a little less graphically pleasing, mumbles instead of dialogue. But what some people might not have expected when it came out was for it to have an original story. Lego Batman the Videogame is so important to Lego games because this is the first TT Games Lego game to have a story, an original story. The rest of them had all been movie tie-in games. This paved the way for many Lego games to come after it, like its sequel and Lego City Undercover. Lego Batman 1 feels so much darker than other Lego games, with not just the environment and the atmosphere created by it, but also the way that you kill enemies. It feels brutal. I feel like he's pleading with me to let him live. Whoops, Butterfingers. It clearly takes huge inspiration from the Tim Burton movies, with its music and some of the level design, and Batman the Animated Series with the character design. And it just makes it feel like a Batman game. Even though this game just lets you play as Batman and Robin for the entire story, it doesn't feel stale or anything. They keep it fresh with the suit system that would become synonymous with Lego Batman games. And yeah, some suits are more useful than others, but it's a fun way to spice up a game where you only play as two characters. It's actually quite a smart way to give them more abilities and plays into Batman's gadgets and being prepared for anything. Lego Batman is just Batman when he has prep time. This game has such iconic character designs. Look at Batman, Robin, Two-Face, Nightwing. I don't know if it's just nostalgia talking, but these are some of my favorite designs for the characters in Lego, ever. On top of the main campaign, you also get to play the villain side of the story, which was such a fun idea and a great way to unlock all of these characters and to teach you how to use their abilities. When I first played this game, I liked it. Not as much as the sequel, but I thought it was a great game. I was also young. And then in 2020, the pandemic hit, and I was bored. Eventually, I got around to playing Lego Batman 1 again. Now, it's important to realize that I didn't have a physical copy of Lego Batman 1 anymore. I couldn't just play it whenever I wanted, so I had to sign up to the PlayStation streaming service PS Now. If you know anything about streaming games, you know that this is not the best way to play them. Depending on your internet, this can either be very fun or an actual torture method. I would recommend trying to play games on the Ouya before playing PS Now. When I revisited Lego Batman 2 on PS Now, I still enjoyed it a lot.
Where's your car?
It stopped working. But when I revisited Lego Batman 1, I didn't see it through the same lens that I had seen it originally. I began to notice all of its flaws. I don't know if I'd say that I didn't like it necessarily, more that it was fine. It was painfully average. I remember thinking specifically that the game was overrated. Everyone always speaks highly about how great this game is, and I just didn't see that anymore. A lot of the levels felt big and confusing, and it wasn't doing much to guide you in the right direction. And then, despite how unique the heat protection suitability was, it never seemed to really show up much. Every level seemed to end in a boss fight, and it felt really repetitive to me. And on top of how repetitive it felt, the Penguin's boss fight was really confusing. There seemed to be a lack of guidance in the game. And all of this felt like a lack of thought on the part of TT Games. Even the character roster was quite small, and I know Lego Batman 2 had a small character roster too, but this felt full of filler characters like Fishmonger and a bunch of random goons.
Along with the title, Goon of the Year.
Stop. I am so sorry. For years I thought that this game was overrated until I went onto Steam one day and noticed that the game was on a discount. And I decided I might as well pick it up. It might just be a way to pass the time. And then I played it, and it was good. And not just that I thought it was good, but I thought it was fun again. And I realized why it's held in such high regards. Suddenly the issues that I had with this game didn't feel like issues anymore. The lack of guidance and larger, more open level design gives this game a sense of freedom that other games in the series don't have. While Lego Batman 2 has more polished level design, they are also more straightforward and not as loose as it feels here. I feel as if I'm left to explore the levels in Lego Batman The Videogame however I want, and they're not as rigid as they are in the sequels. The boss fights at the end of every level, instead of feeling repetitive to me, felt more like the game was taking its time to individually showcase the different members of Batman's rogues gallery, and puts a bigger spotlight on them than they would otherwise. And while this character roster is smaller than every other Lego Batman game, it's also more focused on Batman than any other Lego Batman game. This game might be simple, but it pushed Lego games forward with its original story, and it was able to capture the magic of those early Lego games, and I was able to see the charm in it again for the first time in years. It's dark in a way that other Lego games aren't, and it's the only Lego Batman game completely set in Gotham, and it captures its atmosphere perfectly. I still prefer Lego Batman 2, but Batman 2 wouldn't be Batman 2 if Lego Batman the Videogame hadn't come before it. It expands on so much from this game, and I think this game captures Batman better than any other Lego game. It may not be the best Lego game ever, it may not be the best Lego Batman game ever, but it's the most Batman Lego game ever.
Goon of the Year.
You ruined the end of the video.